Getting your eVisa for Kuwait is a fairly straightforward process, but if you would like some help with your application, I will link in the description below some information on where you can get help and support with your Kuwait eVisa application. Here in this video, I'm going to show you the official link and how to apply direct. But like I said, if you do need help, there is a third party I can recommend in the description below, and there's more information. So first, you're going to want to check that your nationality qualifies for an eVisa. So I've gone here to the official website, and you can see here we've got quite a few nationalities. If you just keep scrolling in this box, you can see even more nationalities. And then if you want to scroll on down because you qualify, go ahead and click Start. To start, on this page, they're asking if you have a current residence permit in a GCC country. If you don't know what that means, you probably don't have a permit, and don't worry about it, but if you do have a permit, go ahead and select yes, otherwise select no. Next is your passport nationality. Select the nationality as it appears in your passport, and for those who are United Kingdom, you do need to scroll on down, and you will need to select United Kingdom as opposed to British citizen. Next is passport type. Chances are you probably just have what's called a normal passport. If not, go ahead and select the appropriate category. But for this demonstration, we'll say it's a normal passport. And then you're going to type in your passport number as it appears on your passport. I always recommend that if you do have letters that you capitalize them if they're capitalized in your passport. I have been to countries where I've seen people be turned away because maybe they did a lowercase letter and that country said, well, this doesn't match. Even though that letter was the same letter, I always just recommend do it as it appears in your passport. The next question is, have you been to Kuwait before? Either select yes or no. Next is your email. Make sure you type in your email address correctly just so you get all that visa info. Next is a box that you can click on to agree to the rules and regulations. If you want to know what those rules and regulations are, there's a link there in red to click on and you can review that. Next, once you're ready, you just need to prove that you're a human. So type in those numbers as it appears and then click next. On this page, there's a disclaimer you need to read through, and you can click on read more and you can scroll through, check what that disclaimer is, and then you'll see here you can click on, once you scroll all the way down, either the back button, the I do not accept button, or the accept button. If you don't accept, I'm not sure what happens. I would say then you probably can't get your visa. And you see here we've got the back button, the I do not accept button, and the accept button. I'm assuming you do need to accept so that you can go to Kuwait. But once you're ready, you've read that through, go ahead and click on the appropriate button. Here on this page, they just have a few questions to answer, like do you have a previous nationality, where is your place of birth, and your date of birth. Like I said in the beginning of this video, if you start to do this and you think, actually, this is a bit overwhelming, I would really love some help, then I would suggest looking into that other service I recommended in the description below. So go ahead and answer this page truthfully, and once you're ready, go ahead and click next. Here on this page, they're explaining that you need to upload a copy of your passport. And if you read through that and you think, oh, I don't know what any of this means, I don't know what KB is or JPG, what does this mean? Again, like I said, I've got another option in the description below to help you. That service will certainly help you with any resizing and image requirements. But if you know what that means and you realize that your passport copy meets those requirements, you can go ahead and select yes. Here on this page, you need to put your name in English, as they say. I interpret that to mean those Latin characters that you have in your passport. If that sounds crazy to you, then that likely means your passport has English letters. But for those of you who maybe have a passport that has Cyrillic and English, put in your English ones. And you can see here it has your Arabic name. It does say it's optional. I don't know what my name would be in Arabic. I don't speak Arabic. Like I said, it's optional. So if you want to fill it in, go for it. If your passport does have Arabic in it, then be my guest, fill it in. Otherwise, once you're ready to go, go ahead and click next. Here on this page, they're asking for your passport information and answer these questions as it appears on your passport. I know some passports do not include a marital status or education listed, but go ahead and complete those as they apply to you. If you have been to Kuwait before, you can put in those details there and include that passport number you used to enter Kuwait the last time. And once you're ready, go ahead and click next. Here, you're going to put in your expected address in Kuwait. If you're staying with a friend, that could be their address. If you're staying at a hotel, That would be the hotel's address, and I'll put some hotel ideas in the description below if you're still looking for a hotel. And down here, we've got the contact information, your email, so they can send you your visa info, your mobile number, and your local Kuwait number. That would be your hotel, for example. And so once you're ready, go ahead and click Next. Here on this page, they just want your credit card for verification purposes only. So go ahead and enter in your credit card and then click Next. On this page, you need to upload an image of your passport. There are 3 options, and the first one is mandatory. The other 2 don't appear to be mandatory. However, if your passport maybe on the first page doesn't show all the information that they need, maybe that's why they have multiple options for upload. But once you've uploaded the requested information, go ahead and click Upload. But like I said earlier, and I know I keep repeating this, if you find this application to be a bit tricky, maybe you're a little unsure, you can get support for your application through that third party I've recommended in the description below. Here on this page, it takes you to a screen that basically says your application's being saved and they're going to email you. So I have redacted my details. However, yours will include your email address and your visa number. Take a screenshot. I wouldn't write it down because you're just opening yourself up to error there. I would maybe take a picture or something just so that you have that number written down. And then the next step will be getting your visa. In the meantime, while you wait for your visa, you can of course check the status of it. You can see on that left-hand side, it says visa application status. Click on that, put in your visa application number and then that CAPTCHA text, and then click submit. And so about 20 minutes after I applied for my Kuwait visa, I got an email just to say that they're processing it. And almost immediately after, I got my visa confirmation. And so one thing I did notice about my visa confirmation is that mine shows that I'm exempt from the eVisa fees. So I just need to print out my visa application and bring it with me. Now, for some nationalities, there is a visa fee, and my understanding is that you will receive information on how to then pay for your visa application so that you can then have basically the visa application approved and you receive your visa. So really, that's it. It's that easy.